Christopher Nolan, I do think, is losing his touch, and he's starting to manifest. I also think that this is his Cats. And if I'll explain, if anyone remembers Tom Hooper, who was also working under Universal, his last film was Cats. Last I checked, this is the last film he's made, and I just find it interesting that IMDb literally tells like this man is known for Cats, this horrible film. I'm sure if anyone recalls, I can show a couple pictures of it. It's so bad. And Tom Hooper, this is Tom Hooper, the director. He made King's Speech, which won an Oscar. If you care about that stuff, he did Les Miserables, which there's some flaws in there, but it's generally a well-made film. But no, he'll be now forever be known for making Cats. And so I digress on that for a moment because that was under Universal as well. And I honestly think, again, it's my hypothesis, but I have noticed in Hollywood that just like they're trying to kill the writer, they're also trying to kill the director. And to give a director something like Cats, and then that is literally the last film he ever made so far, I think it's because they tried to kill the director. And then you see this throughout the last recent decades. Major directors will get a film, and maybe it goes over budget, and then they end up not working again. Or they'll give a movie that's bad, and that they've been made a fool of, and then their star meter lowers. And I think this is what this is. Again, Christopher Nolan decided to join Universal instead of WB. He didn't like the deal that WB had. WB was going to have your film come out along with other WB films, so it was kind of muddled in with other films. WB wanted the films to go straight to streaming like after a couple of weeks, and Christopher Nolan didn't like that because he's still under the delusion to think that people are going to the movie theaters. So he decided to leave WB because he didn't want to go to streaming, and he got a deal with Universal. And my point, though, leading to that is that I do think Universal is actively trying to kill the director. Sure, they'll give him what he wants at first. They gave him Oppenheimer and all that stuff. And now they gave him the Odyssey. And I think they gave it to him to direct, by the way, because it is free domain. But I find it interesting that the NBC version that I mentioned earlier, well, NBC's under Universal. So is that a coincidence? I don't know. And everyone needs to keep in mind, too, as far as production, producers do have a lot of control in the final edits. They have a lot of control in who gets cast, even. So keep that in mind. And I'm not putting Christopher Nolan off the hook. I do think he has kind of sold out, but I also think he might have made a deal with people that he probably shouldn't have and doesn't realize they're going to probably kill his career. So when I say I think the Odyssey is his Cats, that's what I mean by that.